Meyer emphasized that true peace and harmony can only be achieved through the development of consciousness, wisdom, and love.
Yeah. Well, how else are you going to find it? When it comes to consciousness and the fact that you are aware and awake of your existence and relationship to others in the flora and fauna and planet around you.
But a lot of people, you'll have these consciousness talks or these professors that are into consciousness, and the wisdom and love is not there. What I love, he uses the word development of consciousness. The more wise we are, the more love we have, the more our consciousness is developed, according to his teaching.
Here's the interesting part.
So that's the key.
Wisdom begets more love.
Of course, yeah.
You can't be unloving and assume you're going to be wise.
The more love, the more wisdom you're going to have. Yeah.
Those two things are self-feeding. The accumulation of knowledge does not mean, just because you're conscious, does not mean you're wise. Wise is the development of bringing in knowledge, using that knowledge, testing it, seeing the feedback from it, and then knowing when to apply it again in the future.
Right.
That's wisdom. That's how you become wise. When is the right time to do or say something, or to think something, or to take action? That's wisdom.
Yeah, knowing that right time. Yes, yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, exactly. Number two is, and I've stared at a candle. I've looked at holding the image of the sun in mind. He's talked about that.
That's a specific meditation.
Yeah, but it's the practice of focus meditation. That's what I'm calling it, the suggestion. It's a practical approach to engage in some form of meditation techniques. Some may be better than others. I also think people evolve in their meditation, because I've gotten to a point where I can do it pretty much almost every day, but I have different forms of meditation depending on where I feel like I need to go for the day. So like staring at a candle may be one.
Because once you're doing that, now you're properly using the vessel of a human being. And now you're living to a proper potential. You're starting to equalize these things inside of you. You're starting to recognize that might of the thoughts, the Makta Gedanken that you talked about. You're starting to feel those things internally inside of you. And now your life, where it heads, will develop in a more fruitful format. You will bear much greater fruits from your decisioning once you begin that process. And developing a state of focus will do you a lot of good through that. You don't need to read books to become wise. You can find wise people that have never, ever read in their entire lives, but engage so wonderfully with nature and you and themselves. You can see it, you can feel it. But school nature is not, that's not required.